Yeah, hello everyone. I welcome you all. So today we have Dinesh with us who will be sharing his journey. Hello, Dinesh.
Yeah, hi. Hi, good morning, everyone. Hi.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Dinesh. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good too. So first of all, congratulations on your achievement, Dinesh. And right, it's been sometimes you have been
Yeah, one
working
year.
at DataMites. Yeah, almost correct. So please take us through your journey from being a student at DataMites and right currently working at IQ Gateway as I could say a data scientist, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, currently I'm an associate data scientist position.
Wonderful, wonderful. So please take us through your journey.
So after getting placed, so we know the basics of all the machine learning and things. So interview is all about the basics. And when I joined, they asked me to do the test case thing. That things was new to me. We need to use PyTest to write test case for all the models. So it was like internship period for 3 months. So based on the performance, they will confirm. So I was able to do that. I was able to write the test case for the models they have, and then they assigned some other task like fixing issues and all. So yeah, so based on that only they confirm we can convert to full time. And after that, after I joined there, uh, after 1 2 months, another guy from DataMites joined, and another after 1 month, another guy joined. So we three are now in associate data science position. Like everyone got confirmed to full time. We three are now working for we are like reaching 1 year together. It's now we are good. We are learning new things. They are arranging new training sections and all. Yeah,
Great, great
that's
to
all.
know about that, Dinesh. So, how were your sessions at DataMites? If you can tell us about your time, learning period at your DataMites, right? So you can tell us something about that time.
Yeah, I did an online session from DataMites. So they started from basic Python to the basic machine learning model and some like CNN and AN models also they taught. So after that, I started, CNN basic was explained. So I got interested on that. So I did some freelancing kind of thing in CNN part, the computer vision part. So what say is like after if you have know the basics, and if you have done some project on it by yourself or something. So in the interview, when I was saying that I did this thing, the entire question was on that only. Not like initially they started with basic machine learning stuff. So when I said I did a project on CNN, which I did by I got interested and I did. So they were entirely asking about that part. So teaching, like learning, you can learn, but it's all about implementing it, and it's all about uh, getting connection. If you have the knowledge also, if you are not getting placed, the only thing is like connection. Data mates, they were like it took few for me like 1 or 2 months to get placed after completing, and that time I got like 3 or 4 interview arranged by data mates. So the connection matters. Like can learn from anywhere, but to get you to a company, to get you to an interview matters. So that part was useful from, I will say that this is the best part from DataMites. Yeah.
Great, 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 Dinesh. So, during your learning period, you started off with Python, right? Programming in Python. So, were you having any past experience about programming? What you
No,
done?
no, 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 no,
Mhm.
no.
No experience. So, how did
I
you
was a
learn that?
mechanical engineer. Yeah, but
Oh,
I love Max, so I don't feel any. It's Python is like a normal. I feel like it's not that difficult when I start learning. Feel interested. Yeah.
okay. So, it was completely new for you. So,
Yeah.
how much time you spent daily on learning Python, you could say, and practice, right? Getting that core, right, concepts clear with you.
It's been long, I didn't remember. But whatever been taught, I was spending at least 1 or 2 hours. That's it. And yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't remember like how I learned, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was quite easy for you to right to go through that programming concepts. So you no problem during that time. Great,
Yeah.
great, Dinesh. So after completing Python, we went through the machine learning. So how was your experience learning machine learning, Dinesh?
Yeah. So we have different models. So every day they'll teach about a single model and the background about it. So I got interested actually, like the way it works. So every day I will be thinking, what is next? Like, what is the next model and how it works? So if you go in background, like how it works, it's like more interesting than programming or thing. It's like it's a theory part, but it's so good to understand how a model works. So it was interesting for me to know how a model works. Like every day I will be thinking, what is the next model? Okay, today decision tree, how does it work? Oh, it's good. What about a random forest? Tomorrow they are going to explain that. So that is good. Got interested, and the projects were also good. Like predicting something, it's always interesting, right?
Correct. So the implementation of that machine learning you did in your internship, you could say in the phase three. So what kind of projects you did, Dinesh, if you can recollect during your internship
Yeah,
phase?
yeah. So there are some list of projects they gave to choose. So I was choosing each project from each model, like regression, classification, clustering, and one CNN was there, I think. Yeah. So four different parts I took. Yeah.
Okay. So
To
did
explore like,
you?
and I did the project alone actually. There was a team is also there, so I informed them like I will do it alone.
Okay, okay. So different kinds of right, models you chose, different kind of projects you
Yeah.
chose so that you can do it in different models. Wonderful, Dinesh.
Mm.
Okay, so during your internship, after that internship, you said you right through DataMites, you gave some interviews, and right after that,
Mm.
IQ Gateway came into picture, and there you got placed. So, what kind of questions were asked during your all interviews, Dinesh? Any project questions were asked? If you can recollect and tell about internship time, interview time.
Yeah. So first, uh, I could remember two interviews. Like I think second interview I got selected or second I think. So the first one was like there is a coding round, and like there is a technical interview. So the coding round I couldn't perform that time. Like time was a constraint. So 10 questions was there. I was able to answer six or something, and it was in a different company, but I don't remember the name. Then technical round, it was scheduled for half an hour, and if you're answering the questions, it extended to 1 hour actually. So they were asking different questions, like one guy. So he said the technical round only he was satisfied. He said, okay, we will get like you need to practice this. Like if you are joining, you need to practice these things. Like you need to learn this and all. And after that, I got some suddenly I got a mail saying that we need to have another uh, coding round because technical round was good. Your coding question like only six where you are able to answer. So it was on Sunday suddenly he scheduled in half an hour. Then that meeting done. It's not like coding round. He was asking some technical and coding round, so it didn't go well. So that's the first one. It was all about the basics, but yeah, the company I'm working here now, we had like close to six round. Yeah, initially we have a aptitude round, then we have a mindset round. Like both are like MCQ type. Then we had a manager round. Third round is itself a manager round. So the manager who is going to take me, who I am working under, she took the interview like about seeing the mindset of people. How do you, She was asking some same question again and again, like in a different phrase, to see how behave for the same question. Are you changing your mindset? After that, I had a technical round. from one of the senior in this company. So it's that round is all about the basics of all the machine learning, like how does it work in the background. And I had another technical round where they asked about the projects and the OpenCV project I did. And after fifth round was like sixth round was with they called me, everything's online. So sixth round they called me to the office with the president of, like, vice president of the company. So that's a normal discussion round. Yeah.
Great, great, Dinesh. So, you said coding questions were asked, and what was the level of that coding questions? Were they difficult, or were they, you could
No,
say,
no, no.
basic? Yeah.
It's not that difficult, but I didn't practice much that time. Like for the first interview, like for the second interview, I forgot to say that. Like first interview, we had this coding round. The company I'm working now, they didn't have a coding round. They actually have a project round. So before even starting the first round, they had a project round where most, like, what information I got from database is that the code that was a little bit of difficult, that project round, because they know that we'll make use of the tools available. So it was some difficult part. So what I got is like out of 100 or somebody applied, only 5-6 people got selected to the first round. So the project round, like after the project. So now I had another interview also. So what I feel now is like people instead of concentrating on coding round, they are fully focused on project. Instead of giving coding, they have project round. Like do a project, then see how they implemented it. Then they will ask question on that. So that's what I think. Like because 3 interview attended, after that everyone was like everything's like first they will give a project.
Okay, so our project was given in real time, and you had been given some time to implement
Yeah,
maybe the prediction model to create, or some kind of
yeah,
project
yeah.
like that, right? So
Yeah.
that can be asked. And how much was the time frame within which you need to complete that project?
This one was like they only gave me one day. Like I got in the evening 5 hour. Next day they asked me to submit.
Okay, so within one day you need to submit. So
Yeah, but
any kind of
I
right, because nowadays project means people will also make use of all you could say AI
yeah,
things,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So are they
yeah,
checking whether you have done it by yourself or taken help of
yeah,
AI?
yeah. First of all, the project they give, we can't do 100% AI. So there will be some requirements. So everything can't be done with AI. First thing, they will ask to start from scratch. Like so, and they will ask question also, like after you implement, it should be deployed and you should share the link. So they will go to the link and check. They will try to check the model. Like the project did was about predicting, like it's an OpenCV project to upload a image and it will say where we have the, whether the person is like lungs image or something, the person is injured or not, some kind of prediction. So they will ask next round, like in the technical round only, they will ask the questions like how do you implement, what are the tools, like, yeah. So I like while deploying, they were asked to deploy using uh, not Flask but some other thing. So they were asking, how do you know about this before and all? And I said no. After seeing this requirement, I learned and I deployed it.
Great
Yeah.
insight. So this was something new, which right, which our learners could understand, because many times people usually prepare for coding and all, right. So such kind
Mhm.
of rounds also exist. So that is some new information which you have given, Dinesh.
Mhm.
Wonderful. So what are you currently doing as associate data scientist in your company? If you can tell about your day-to-day work.
Yeah, I mostly fixing issues, like issues in the product, or like yeah, mostly fixing issues. They will assign some task every day, or new implementation in the project. Like we know something called we manage dependency using Conda and Pip and stuff. So there is something called poetry to manage dependency. So they asked me to implement that. So we need to learn and implement using poetry. things. Yeah.
Okay, so what tools do you use for your this to the task to implement?
Tools in the sense like
Tools in the sense you can say any language, Python, right?
yeah, just by
It's
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
Any other you could say Visual Studio Code or any other tool.
yeah. VS Code is the place we perform
Mhm.
Python. The language is only Python, and they now had a requirement of studying Django.
Mhm.
So we have a app where we can learn things like the company itself have something to every month people should learn something new. So the manager will decide what to learn. So this we got a task like learning Django and stuff and DevOps things and all. Yeah,
Great, great. So we know that Python is important for data scientists. Along with that, SQL is also used in many organizations. What
yeah,
other skill do you feel, Dinesh, is important to become data scientist in today's era, you could say?
yeah. As you said, skill is also important, but for my role, it depends on the organization, right? For my role, I was only focused on Python. We have backend people who take care. So like we have data engineers, we have backend people who take care of the SQL part, Postgre part, handling the data. So they will give the data, we will perform things. Yeah, so SQL is important. If you have knowledge on Django, that is good. And if you have the knowledge on DevOps, deployment, CI/CD pipeline, and all, that is also an advantage.
Wonderful, wonderful. So we will see if we have any questions from our listeners. Listeners, please put queries in the chat or Q&A in the comment section so that Dinesh can answer your queries. So team, do we have any questions from YouTube or LinkedIn? If you can tell us about that. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Dinesh. So where are you working currently? In Chennai or Bangalore?
Bangalore.
Bangalore currently. Wonderful. So we would be right. Great if you visit DataMites someday so that you can meet all the mentors. Great. All right, Dinesh. So we can see we don't have any more questions. So it was a nice, insightful session, I would say, and our listeners got lot of information from you. So once again, congratulations on your achievement. Your journey is really inspiring, Dinesh, and I hope it will help others as well. So best of luck for your future journey, Dinesh, and thank you for taking your time and sharing your insights with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
bye,
you.
Dinesh.
Bye.